Hello and thank you for choosing to click on this video today. Welcome if you're new, welcome to any regular viewers. Coffeeshop is open. I've got a little Barry update at the end for you. I've been banging on, and I might mention this again, about how my craft room has looked like Armageddon recently. Well, I have spent some considerable time tidying it up. Do you want a little sneak preview? Here you go. So I have got everything off the floor and given a hoover. This carpet is 20 years old and was the kids' playroom, so it's not the best carpet. It is going to get replaced soon, but everything is off the floor and off my chair. These are the crates that I've been decanting things into. They're Royal Mail crates that Pete gets up at the factory, and they just give them. But that's coming to an end soon, which is a shame. We don't store things in them in the house, but it's been really useful to decant stuff. And I've got lots of stuff to sort out. So the room is by no means finished or organised. And I've got some ideas for things I need to do. But Blue is very pleased to have a little place to sit again. Look at her. And yeah, lots of things to sort out still. I've got one cubby that's pretty empty there. I've got this one that needs sorting out. It's got prizes, and these are my little dolls that, was it Pamela Barker's friend made? I can't remember now, from my first giveaway. They need sitting on a shelf. I've got some knitting stuff down there, which probably isn't going to stay there. And I need to organise my paper more. I've got some little things here that need sorting. This is a recent IKEA purchase, and I've got a lot of my paper scraps in here. I'm going to get another one of these. So I've got red and pink, orange and yellow, green, blue, purple, brown, and it says gold, but I've got gold somewhere else. I've got black and white and silver and grey scraps in bags down there, but that needs to be sorted. I've got some multicoloured scraps in this unit here, but yeah, this is just temporary. It's not organised, it's not finished, but I'm just glad. Do you know, I've lived with it in such a mess for so many months. Every time I walk in here I think, oh, wow, it's tidy. And I've put most of my cards away, apart from some really recent ones. I've got a crate with a lid. They're just upstairs at the moment, and I'm going to actually make cards out of them, and just recycle them, because you know, I can't, with the best in the world, I can't keep them all. I'd love to, but there is a little glimpse of my temporary updated craft room. So sorry about this angle, I'm a little bit busty, aren't I? Don't know what it is, but I got up this morning and I put on a linen top and some black chinos, and I was unbearably hot. So I've got some shorts on and these vest tops, which, yeah, ain't the best, but sorry, it's real life. I want to be comfortable. Anyway, as I say, Coffeeshop is open, and I need this coffee, I tell you. I was in Tesco's at 7:20 this morning. Yeah, 7:20, yeah, I was. Because tomorrow I'm on again with the year-long Christmas collab hosted by Leslie Bromfield and Jessica Marvel. And I'm not going to say what it is because you have to tune in tomorrow, but suffice to say, I needed to go to Tesco's, and I've been doing Christmassy things. Yes, I have. I've made 2 Christmas cards, and I've got something else on the go. I'm not going to show you them because they're for tomorrow, but they are 2 Christmas cards made. Yes. Oh gosh, and I've just dropped them on the floor. So yeah, I need this coffee. I do. I really do. But what have I been up to recently? I don't know where the last couple of weeks have gone. It's just been insanely busy, or I seem to have been insanely busy. I really do. But one of the things that Pete and I did on a very hot day was we went to the Art in the Park Festival in Leamington on Sunday, the 14th of August. Here is a little clipette. So Pete didn't really want to go because it was so hot, but I really wanted to go. We went probably about 5 years ago to have a look with a view to me having a stall. I am nowhere near professional enough to have a stall there. I mean, these are really professional artists and makers. And I picked up all kinds of business cards, and I've got some information about workshops I might get involved in. Look at that lovely business card with the fox on it. Some of the art was very samey. Foxes are in, stags are in, and hares are in, most definitely. There was some interesting ceramics and interesting jewellery. I liked this 814 in Stafford. I liked that. But yeah, I've got some information about workshops that I might book, and other things that are going on. There was one thing that I really liked, and it was a felted kind of pod. I don't know whether I've got a photograph of it. I don't know, I'll have to come on another day and show you. But yeah, I picked up lots and lots of information. I'll just pop that down there. But I ran into an ex-colleague, which was lovely. When I was expecting Harry and about to go on maternity leave, the school employed a lovely lady called Monica Troughton to do my maternity cover. I remember at the time, she's a little bit older than me. I think she was probably in her mid-40s, something like that. And I was in my mid-30s, something like that. Yeah. But anyway, she had done some theatre education work. So she's been an actress. She was a writer at the time. She was writing articles for magazines like She, which I don't think exists anymore, Woman and Home, and all that kind of stuff. And just remember, she had this blonde bob and bright red lipstick, and she just wore really zany clothes. And they kept her on as a supply teacher when I returned, but then they employed her husband, who is called David Troughton, as a supply art teacher, and he'd got a stall there, and I'm sure he won't mind me showing you his business card. And I've been on his website today. Really interesting guy. I do remember going to their house. They used to live in Leamington. Going to their house years ago to look at some artwork. We were interested in buying some artwork and couldn't afford it. Maybe now we'll buy a piece. But yeah, he'd got a stall there, and it was lovely to chat to him, really, really lovely to chat to him. And I couldn't afford to buy any art on the day. But what I could afford to buy was some wrapping paper. And this was really, really interesting. I'll just show you that. It was £1 a sheet, and he hadn't got anything to wrap it up with. So he said, I'll wrap it up in another sheet. So we had 2 sheets for £1. I'm going to do some paper crafting with it. But it's really interesting, the story behind those images. He hasn't drawn those. Now, I can't remember whether he said it was his mother or his mother-in-law had these drawings in her attic. And they were done by somebody called Trudy, who was an evacuee. I think she was a Jewish evacuee in the Second World War. And David's daughter, who's also an artist, said, why don't you make them into cards and note paper, wrapping paper? So he did. But yeah, interesting couple, really, really lovely couple. And I've been in touch, kept in touch with them over the years, and, you know, exchanged Christmas cards and that. But it was lovely to bump into him in person. And I remember the first time I saw him with the name Troughton. I said, oh, are you related to Patrick Troughton, who used to play Doctor Who? And he said, I think he said, yeah, and I think it was his uncle. I'm not sure. Anyway, or cousin or uncle. I don't know. Because there's also an actor called David Troughton, who was a different David Troughton, and I think that's a relative of his as well. Anyway, that is enough of that. But yeah, I had a lovely time wandering around. Pete couldn't cope with the heat, so he went somewhere and sat in the shade, and I just whizzed up and down all of these places. But if you're ever in that kind of neck of the woods, it's a brilliant event for families. There's loads of free workshops for kids and for adults actually. There's music, there's theatre, there's storytelling, and it's all set in two parks in Leamington, Jefferson Park, is it Jefferson Park? I think that's what it's called, and Mill Gardens, which are beautiful, beautiful parks. And lots of food. We didn't have any food there because Pete said I want to sit down somewhere air conditioned rather than stand up and eat out of a carton. But really lovely food trucks of all kinds there. So we went to Bill's and had some food afterwards. But yeah, that was lovely. So great fun there. While I'm on fun, I've had some Happy Mail arrived this morning, and I've just opened the envelope. I don't know who it's from, hasn't got any clues, but it's got a butterfly on it, so I think that means it's Happy Mail, doesn't it? Shall we have a look and see who it's from? Oh, there's some lovely little things there. Let's have a little look. So it's handmade by Crafty Claire. Now this paper I recognise, that's indigo blue paper, I think. Oh, little card. Dreamer. Oh, isn't that lovely? To Ashley, please accept this Happy Mail as a thank you for your support. I hope you like everything. Hugs, Crafty Claire. Oh, that is so lovely. And because it was completely unexpected, puts a smile on my face. Look, oh look. Oh, that's lovely. A little bookmark. It says believe in yourself. So this is one of her painted papers. And it's got handmade by Crafty Claire on the bottom. You can never have too many bookmarks, can you? And I love how it's finished off with some leather thonging at the top, little tassel, and then this gorgeous little fox wax melt. That is lovely, thank you. Oh, and then we've got something else wrapped up. Now, I confess I'm behind on videos. It's all I can do to keep up with my own. Oh look, it's a little keyring. That's great actually, because they always come in handy. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like you should be able to eat it. Don't know what it's made of. It's quite soft, so I probably won't use it for my keys actually. But it looks like it could be resin, but it's very soft. It's kind of like it's like a chocolate feel, and it does feel like you should be able to eat it, but that's embedded in it. So I think I'm going to hang it from either my light here or from one of my drawers. But how kind and thoughtful to think of me. Thank you, Claire. I will leave Claire's channel link down below, and I'll go and watch one of her videos. Yes, I will. Now, where are we at next? What do I need to talk about now? Oh, yes. Just a few favourite things. So, I'm not a massive beauty fan. I don't spend ages pampering and all that kind of malarkey. But when I bought something recently off Marks and Spencer's online, they had an offer on. It was at the start of the summer. If you spent more than £30, you could buy their beauty bag for £25, and it's got items in it that are worth, allegedly, £160. So I thought, I'll give that a go. And I did do a video of it, but I haven't bothered posting it. There were some really interesting products in there. There was some Clinique Moisture Surge. It wasn't all Marks and Spencer's products. So it was Clinique Moisture Surge. There's some really nice nail varnish in there. All kinds of bits and pieces. But one of the things that I'm really enjoying using is this Emma Hardy It's a Plump and Glow Hydrating Facial Mist. And this is 30 millilitres, so it's kind of like a tester bottle, I guess. I've looked online and a full 90 millilitres costs £42, which seems a lot of money. But you know, I really like this. And I've done some videos where I haven't worn a lot of makeup recently. And people have said, oh, you're looking really well. And I think it's this. It's supposed to balance redness. And I have got an incredibly red face. And I haven't got any foundation on today. But you see, I'm very red all here. And it does kind of give a little plump and glow. So I might be purchasing that again. The other thing, I haven't washed my hair today because I'm fed up of washing it every day. I don't think it does it any good. It needs cutting again. But I was persuaded to buy this from my old hairdressers, and I've just seen the price on the bottom. I've had it a long time. It was £17.50. And it is a professional one. You can only get it in hair salons. I don't think you can get it online. It's called Powder Cloud, sprayable powder, and it's for fine hair, and you spray it in. It's a little bit like a dry shampoo, I guess, but it kind of adds volume. Look at me messing that up. So that is something else that when that's gone, I might purchase again because it'll last a long time. Food. I've had some very nice food recently. I haven't got any photos to put up at this stage because some of them will go up in my secret diary of a serial dieter strand, which is only 2.5 weeks away. I need to get a wiggle on because I've not done much walking. But as you know, on a Wednesday, I go to Bacco Lounge, which is part of the lounge groups. Maybe your town or city has got a lounge. I know in Wild Green, which is near where my parents live, there is a Verdo Lounge. And it also looks really nice when I drive past. They've got like a little terrace outside with umbrellas that have got lights around them. That always looks really nice. Our Bacco Lounge hasn't got any outside seating at the front, although I've noticed that they've just applied for a pavement licence. There was a little notice in the window. But anyway, I go to Bacco Lounge knitting every Wednesday. Knitting tonight. I'm dead excited because I'm knitting Anne Lane's bear. Yeah, I am. So Anne, if you're watching, the bear's coming on. Oh, and talking of prizes, Jenny, Ginger Ninja, I'm going to be emailing you with some photographs of knitted accessories for you to choose from. And Maddie and Jenny and Anne, I have done all of your boxes of cards and all of your boxes of papers. So Jenny and Maddie, very soon your prizes will be coming out to you. Anne, I'm still waiting on your list of your A to Z of favourite things. Haven't checked my emails today, so you might have sent it, but yeah, I need your list of A to Z of favourite things because it's bespoke to you, not to me, to you. Okay, that's Mrs. Thompson teacher voice there. Although I'm not very cross, really. Yeah, so I forget what I was saying there. Yeah, so Bacco Lounge. I got off on a tangent there. No. Food. Yeah, so last week I had something I'd never had on the menu there before. I had bang bang chicken, and I might have it again tonight. It was really tasty and quite filling, and it came in at under 900 calories, which for a meal out is pretty good going because they do a lot of burgers and all that kind of stuff, and they're all kind of like 12, 13, 14, 1500 calories. So anything under 1,000 calories on a mat, I'm thinking is quite good. So bang bang chicken. At the weekend, my niece hosted lunch for her sister, my other niece, who was 40, and she cooked a Mexican, which was lovely. We had a real smorgasbord of Mexican delights, and the nachos. I had seconds of nachos. Yeah, they were really nice, baked in the oven with lots of cheese and salsa. Yeah, really nice. What else have I had that I really like? Pete cooked a pork ragu, a minced pork and vegetables with some pasta, which was very, very tasty. And what else have I had? Other things, but yeah, I can't. They aren't coming to mind. TV. I've been watching a little bit of TV. I've been catching up on Casualty. Now, I don't know whether you were a Casualty fan, but I think it's gone off the boil a bit, and I don't know whether to carry on watching it or not. I'm quite a few episodes behind. So yeah, the other thing that I watch regularly, and I stream it, I don't watch any live TV at all. I stream everything these days. Coronation Street. I do like Coronation Street because it makes me laugh. I think the script is very funny. You know, yes, they have some serious moments and some serious themes, but they're not all shouting at each other like they seem to do on EastEnders. And I haven't watched EastEnders for years. My mum still watches it, but it's probably 15, 20 years since I've watched EastEnders. But I do like my curry. And then other trash that I've been addicted to and I've binged is Selling Sunset on Netflix. I am partial to seeing around other people's houses, and Selling Sunset, they go around the most amazing $1 million plus properties in Hollywood, in the hills, on Sunset Boulevard. Yeah. I think kind of 5 million seems to be the average price. But as the series have gone on, I've just finished watching series 5, which is the final series so far. As the series has gone on, it's been less about the properties and more about the agents and their relationship. But yeah, it's got a bit of everything: fashion, human drama, beautiful, beautiful properties, as I say. Yeah, and you think, oh, I like my little house. I do. I like my little house. I don't think I'd be happy living in a big... I don't want a big mansion. No, I don't want a big mansion. Anyway, so that's some of the things that I've been watching on TV. So there's a few little favourite things. I was talking about food. And talking of food, I'm going to complain. I am. I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain about the cost of living. And I'm sorry to bring up the cost of living. I suppose I'm very fortunate that, yes, we will struggle come the next price rises on the energy cap, etc. You know, we're going to have to be mindful about how we use energy. But at this moment in time, I'm very lucky. I don't need to rely on a food bank. But let's talk about the humble baked bean. You know that I like a Heinz baked bean. I will eat no others. But I think I'm going to have to change from Heinz to supermarket own brands. The last time I was aware of the price of these, they were 75 pence a tin. This will serve 2 people. 75 pence a tin. And I think I tend to buy them in packs of 6. And I think the last time I bought them, they were £3.50 for 6. I went to Sainsbury's yesterday because I happened to be in the area and I needed a few bits and pieces. And I thought I'll stock up on baked beans. These have gone from 75 pence a tin to £1.20. £1.20. What percentage increase is that? It is crazy. I bought 6 and instead of being £3.50, they were £5. £5. So if anybody can recommend a supermarket own brand of baked bean that is like Heinz, please put your recommendations in the comments down below, because I think I'm going to have to change. I am indeed. And I don't mean to belittle anybody who is struggling financially. We've been there in the past. I'm lucky, I suppose, that at the moment I'm not working, and if push comes to shove and we really, really, really can't pay the mortgage, which is the priority, isn't it? I'm going to have to find go back to teaching full time, and I'm lucky that I've got that option. What worries me about the crisis that we're in at the moment is you hear so many people who are working really, really hard, who are struggling and who are worried about how they're going to pay their bills come the next price rise hike on energy. I mean, Mr. Paper&Twine said all the people that lease cars. I mean, we've never leased a car. We've always bought our cars second hand. But I think there are going to be a lot of people who are paying £300-400 a month for a leased car so that they can have a new car. I think they're all going to be giving their lease cars back so they can pay their energy bills, or the mortgage rates are going up. But anyway, enough doom and gloom, because I'm not here about doom and gloom, but I wanted to share that with you. That is an amazing price rise, isn't it? Let me know what you think. What are you going to cut back on? Where are you going to make savings? Comment down below. I'd be really interested to know. And I think I might actually do some videos on cooking on a budget, because cooking on a budget doesn't need to be bland, boring food, does it? And I think we all need little dupes, little hacks of how we can save money, because the saying goes, doesn't it, look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. But oh god, there's somebody at the door. Hold on, I'm going to come back when I've answered the door and we'll talk about Barry. It was a Dunelm delivery for Ella. I'm very excited. Down at our retail park, we had a Debenhams, and obviously they're not on the high street anymore. Are they still online? I don't know. Anyway, it was a big building, and Dunelm have taken it on, and I'm not sure whether they're open yet, or whether they're opening soon. But yeah, it's a big Dunelm, and I quite like a little look round Dunelm. Perhaps we'll go one day. Anyway, Ella's off to uni very soon, and she's gathering all her bits and pieces to take with her. And yeah, so I think she's just ordered some bedding or something that's just arrived. So that was that. Anyway, so yeah, sorry about the doom and gloom. I'm not going to talk about doom and gloom. We're going to talk about Barry. So I think last time I spoke to you about Barry, I told you that he'd bought his son, who was coming up for, where are we, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, he's coming up for 9 months old. Barry has got visitation rights with Brandon once a week. Yes, he has. And he comes and tells me what the little boy's up to. And obviously he's babbling along quite nicely. He's sitting up nice. Nowhere near walking yet. It's a bit early for walking, isn't it? But yeah, Barry's now thinking, well, he's okay about being a father. I think he's got over the shock now. And yeah, a lot of you said that really he should not have bought the PlayStation. He should have contributed to the cost of the child. And I've told him he needs to open a savings account. So he has, and he hasn't got a lot of money, because he's only working in hospitality, as our Barry. He hasn't got a lot of money, but he's saving £10 a week. So £40 or £50 a month is going into a little account for that little boy's future, which I think is a good commitment to make. Barry is also committed to giving Beryl some food every week. He's buying a little bit of food, so he's contributing a little bit, as well as child support. So yeah, so Barry is doing lots of overtime here as and when the coffee shop is open, and he's also doing some late night packing work at our local Amazon fulfillment centre. Yes, he is. So he's keeping himself busy, but when he's not busy, he's going on Tinder. Yeah, he's going on Tinder and he's meeting all these women. I've told him he needs to play it safe, play it cool, and maybe Tinder isn't the right platform for him to find a partner. But he's going out on what he calls a booty call tonight. So I'll keep you posted. I'm letting him finish up early so he can go and get ready. Bless him. Yeah. So there's my little Barry update for you. He's trying to do the right thing, but he's still very lonely. And yeah, we need to hope that he can be lucky in love, don't we? Because that's what we want. I sounded very brummy then. I'm very sorry. Anyway, I have kept you far too long. I will be back tomorrow with a little bit of a mixed video. It's been a grey morning, sun's trying to come out now. I'm very red in the face, having a hot flush. I'm going to go and have another cup of coffee and make sure that Barry is getting the lunchtime rush sorted. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, thank you very, very much, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye now.